Welcome back to another strong channel. Today it's late, it's early in the morning on Tuesday the 5th of March. It's 1 currently at time of recording, and this video was supposed to come out yesterday, but I unfortunately wasn't really feeling it last night. Doing it last night. So I'm here early morning to do it today. It is my Champions League round of 16 second leg predictions. So we've got games this week, 4 more games. The first 4 second legs this week, and the second 4 second legs next week. So now let's get on with it. So the first game we're going to be talking about is taking place in Spain, as Real Sociedad host the team that are looking to win their first ever Champions League, PSG. There's a very big chance Mbappe doesn't play in the game against Sociedad since he announced that he was joining Real Madrid. He didn't play a single 90 minutes. Mbappe hasn't played a single 90 minutes since saying he will go to Real Madrid in the summer. It means there's a chance that he doesn't play tomorrow, but you expect him to play tomorrow. In terms of scoreline, I think even with Mbappe they can win. As for scoreline, I'm going to say they edge the game away in Spain by 2 goals. 2-1 with a last-minute Dembele winner. First team to score, I think first team to score will be Real Sociedad. I think player actually. Mbappe isn't going to be available. Isn't going to be playing for PSG, and because I'm on the. Yeah, there he is. He is there. Oh, that was Real Sociedad. That makes sense. But yeah, Mbappe is probably still going to play. Like, I know he hasn't played a full 90 minutes since confirming he'll leave PSG for Real Madrid. But you know what? I'm going to say Mbappe does get out of the match. Over goal and an assist. Next up, we have Bayern Munich at home to Lazio. Bayern Munich dropped points yet again in the Bundesliga with a 2-2 draw against Freiburg, while Leverkusen beat FC Köln away from home 2-0 to go 10 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga. So it looks like the Bundesliga is out of reach for Bayern, which means as it looks like the Bundesliga is out of reach for Bayern, how they do in the Champions League is very important. They are 1-0 down on aggregate after that first leg win for Lazio in Italy, but Real Madrid Bayern have the ability to bounce back from not just the draw on the weekend against Freiburg, but the defeat to Lazio in the first leg. So I'm going to back Bayern to win the second leg by 2-0, with Harry Kane scoring both. First team to score, Bayern Munich. Play of the match, Harry Kane. Next up, it's my team, Manchester City, hosting Copenhagen. This is going to be an interesting game at the Etihad because City are pretty much already in the quarterfinals with that 3-1 win in Copenhagen. We have also just come off the back of a very impressive Manchester derby win, and we also have to look ahead to the weekend when we play Liverpool at Anfield. So there's a very big chance Pep plays a weaker side. There's a very, very big chance Pep makes changes, and that could end up biting City in the back. But then again, even if City don't play their strongest team, the players that they have, it doesn't matter what player they have, they will always have a good team. Even though we've got the weekend to worry about with that Liverpool game, and have just come off the back of that Manchester derby win where we worked so hard, I wouldn't be surprised if we make changes. But to be honest, if any team can make changes for us, the second leg of a Champions League tie and still come out with a result, it's Man City. Do I think City will rotate a little bit? I expect Rico Lewis to probably play over Walker. Maybe Akanji will play. He didn't play against Man United, but Akanji might play tomorrow. Might play on Wednesday. Tomorrow. It could. It could be. I think Haaland could be given a rest. In terms of score, though, I'm going to back City to win by 3-0. The first team to score will obviously be us. The player of the match will be my boy. Bernardo Silva. He's going to get Bernardo will get man of the match with a goal and 2 assists. And I'm also going to be playing my I'm on the. You can't fully see, but I'm on my laptop and I'm on the Champions League Predictor app. And then basically on this Predictor app, you can predict the score, but you can also predict which team scores first, who gets player of the match, and then there's a 2 times booster, which means if you get your first team to score and player of the match right, you get more points. So I'm going to activate my 2 times booster for Man City Copenhagen. And let's get Real Madrid Leipzig out of the way. Despite dropping points on the weekend in the Liga, I do think Real Madrid will get past Leipzig with a 3-1 win. First team to score will be Leipzig. Player of the match will be Jude. There it is. Will be Jude. Now, he is suspended, Bellingham in the Liga, but he is available for the Champions League. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, and now we're on to the final 6. We're on to the final 4 second legs. We're on to the round 16 second legs, 5 to 8. So we've got four more games to predict, 4 more second legs to predict. Barcelona, Napoli, Arsenal, Porto, Dortmund, PSV, and Atletico de Inter. Let's start at. That's the order it is on the app. But we're going to start with Tuesday's game at the Emirates between Arsenal and Porto. Arsenal had a shock result. Obviously, the reverse leg, Porto did beat Arsenal 1-0 in the last minutes with a very good Galeno goal. But since then, Arsenal have bounced back with a dominating win over West Ham, and also a dominating win recently over Sheffield United. Just yesterday, literally just yesterday, Arsenal smashed Sheffield United 6-0 at Bramall Lane. So I do see Arsenal bouncing back, and I see them winning 2-0. Arsenal will obviously score first. I'm going to say player of the match goes to Declan Rice. Just going to find him. There he is. So, yeah, Declan Rice will get player of the match. Now, I definitely want to activate the two times boost on one of these games, but I'll have to decide which one I do. Let's go to I'm doing these in orthodox order. Let's go to Wednesday, one of Wednesday's games. As Atletico Madrid on Wednesday, Atletico Madrid hosts the current runners-up of the Champions League, Inter Milan. Inter Milan won the first leg, won the reverse fixture 1-0, and it was a very tight game. I see that something very similar happening, but I see the result being a bit different. Not in terms of who wins, but in terms of scoreline. I'm going to back a 2-1 Inter win, with Atletico Madrid scoring first. Player of the match, I think, will go to Lautaro Martinez, who will get both goals for Inter. So yeah, and then 2 times booster. I definitely, like I said, I want to play the 2 times booster on one of these remaining 4 fixtures. I'll just have to choose which one at the very end. Next up, we're going to go back Tuesday, and we're going to go and predict the other game on Tuesday, which is Barcelona hosting Napoli. The reverse fixture ended 1-1. The second leg in Barcelona will end by 2-1 to Barcelona. As for goal scorers, I do think Barca will score first, be pegged back to 1-1, and then score late on to win 2-1 and go through. As for player of the match, I'm gonna back Gundogan be player of the match. Now, that may be a bad idea, but we'll have to wait and see. And finally, last game to cover in this video is Dortmund PSV, which, just like Barcelona and Napoli, had a reverse fixture that ended in a 1-1 draw. That was in, obviously, the Netherlands. Now we're back in Dortmund. Now we're back in Germany at the Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. This is probably the hardest game to predict because both Dortmund and PSV are good teams. Both Dortmund and PSV are really good teams, so, anything can happen. In terms of what I think will happen, I'm going to back the home side to edge the game 2-1. First team to score will be PSV. Player of the match will go to Royce, who will get a goal and an assist. And then as for which game I want to do, in terms of which game I give the 2 times booster to out of these 4, that's very hard because Atletico Madrid Inter can go either way. Dortmund PSV can go either way. Arsenal Porto can go either way, and Barcelona Napoli can go either way. But as I'm confident that Arsenal will win, I'm going to activate the 2 times booster on Arsenal. So we're going to quickly recap all my predictions. So PSG Real Sociedad, I said 2-1 PSG. First team score, I said Sociedad. Man of the match, I said Mbappe. Bayern Lazio, I said 2-0 Bayern, with them being the first team to score and Kane getting man of the match. Man City, Copenhagen, I said 3-0 Man City. City are scoring first. Bernardo Silva getting man of the match, and I've activated the 2x booster for the game between City and Copenhagen. Real Madrid Leipzig, I said 3-1 Real Madrid. Bellingham, I said Bellingham will get man of the match, but I said Leipzig would score first. And then next week's round of 16 second leg ties. Barcelona Napoli, I said 2-1 Barcelona, with them being the first team to score and Gundogan getting man of the match. Arsenal Porto, I said 2-0 Arsenal, with Arsenal scoring the opening, with Arsenal being the first team to score, obviously, and Declan Rice getting man of the match. I've also activated the 2x booster. Dortmund PSV, I said 2-1 to Dortmund. I said that PSV would score first and Marco Reus would get play of the match. And finally, Atletico Madrid Inter Milan, I said Atletico Madrid 1, Inter Milan 2. And I said that Atletico Madrid would score first, but Lautaro Martinez would get man of the match. So I've played the 2x booster. I've given my first team to score prediction and my player of the match prediction for each game today and tomorrow, and Tuesday and Wednesday next week. And I've also activated the 2x booster on 2 of the games. So the 2 games involving the English teams, so Man City and Arsenal. The 2 booster is active on both games, both ties involving English teams, Arsenal, Porto, and obviously I've activated the 2x booster on the 2 Premier League, the 2 games involving Premier League sides, with Arsenal versus Porto and Copenhagen versus Man City. So yeah, 2x booster activated on Arsenal, Copenhagen, and Man City. Arsenal 2x booster activated on 2x booster activated on Arsenal, Porto, and Man City, Copenhagen. Those are my Champions League game week, Champions League round of 16 second leg predictions. And I assume in the next week or so, the draw for the quarterfinals will be made. And when the draw is complete, and when the draw for the quarterfinals is complete, and I know who City are getting in the quarterfinals, I'll be doing a video where I give my first prediction for each game before the first leg predictions video and the second leg predictions video. My next video is on Thursday, and here is my game week 28 Premier League predictions. This includes a big game at Anfield between Liverpool and the mighty Man City. An update on a thing I mentioned. I mentioned a while back. A few weeks ago, I mentioned that I'm going to be doing a new series where I do videos covering a statement. Where I do videos where I say a statement, a personal opinion of mine, and I say why that is. So, a new series. I've got a new series coming on my channel, which is taking a personal statement that I believe is true and justifying it. I'll give you all the statements I've already created scripts for. So I can confirm that the first I can now confirm that the first 4 videos of my new series are going to be Bukayo Saka versus Phil Foden, a video where I truly prove and show why Phil Foden is a better player than Bukayo Saka. Kevin De Bruyne is the best Premier League midfielder of all time, where I debate why Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion, is the best Premier League midfielder of all time. The Yaya Toure 13-14 season is top 3 best single season by a single player. That is every once in a while, we have a season where one player captivates everyone. And I'm going to reveal why Yaya Touré's 2013-14, I'm going to reveal why I think Yaya Touré's 13-14 wonderful, and I'm going to show why I think Yaya Touré's wonderful 2013-14 Premier League season is the best, is in the top 3 for best single season performances from a single player. We've had so many good one-season performances, like Haaland, like with Haaland last season, Suarez in 13-14, Ronaldo in 07-08, Thierry Henry in 03-04, and I will going to be in the video. And in that video, I will be saying why I think Yaya Touré's 13-14 season is in the top 3 for best single season performances by a single player. And the final episode video confirmed for this new series is Pep Guardiola is the best manager of all time. Where I reveal why I think and why a lot of other people think. Why I think and why it's proven that Pep Guardiola is the best manager of all time. Please put down in the comment section if you want to see any more. If you want to send in your own personal opinions and want me to prove why you have a point, then put them down in the comment section, and don't forget, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. And don't forget, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to catch one of these videos. Quickly, one more thing before we go. I'm going to be building up to over the next few weeks, I'm going to be building up to 2 very big videos. There are 2 very big, very long videos coming out soon. I'm not going to give you a date because I'm not exactly sure, but soon I will be releasing 2 huge videos on my YouTube channel. They'll both be over an hour long, maybe over an hour and a half long. And I'm going to quickly tell you what those are, because I am planning on doing 2 very big videos. The first of these 2 big videos is a video for a tier list that I wanted to do, forever. And it is a Man City player tier list. So it's a tier list where I rank the Man City players, the major Man City players from 2011 to 2024. So, Micah Richards, Vincent Kompany, Zabaleta, Lescott, Milner, Kolarov, Dzeko, Gareth Barry, Samir Nasri, David Silva, Clichy, Tevez, Joe Hart, Nigel de Jong, Yaya Touré, Balotelli, Nastasic, Fernandinho, Negredo, Dimichelis, Jovicic, Navas, Sanya, Fernando, Carriero, Boni, Mangala, Sterling, De Bruyne, Delph, Otamendi, Iheanacho, Bravo, Gundogan, Nolito, Stones, Sane, Jesus, Walker, Danilo, Laporte, Bernardo Silva, Benjamin Mendy. The less about him, the better. Edison, Zinchenko, Foden, Rodri, Mahrez, Cancelo, Ake, Diaz, Grealish, Ortega, Akanji, Alvarez, Rico Lewis, Gvardiol, Kovacic, Nunez, Doku, Bob, and Haaland will all be ranked on a tier list. Are all obviously former or current Man City players, and I'm going to be ranking them on a tier list. I will reveal each of the tiers in the video itself. So that's the first video planned. So yeah, that is going to be fun, because some, like Benjamin Mendy, need to be forgotten, but some, like De Bruyne, I think Haaland, David Silva, Aguero, Kompany, need to be talked about. And I'll be giving you my opinion on all of those players I mentioned. I will be giving an opinion on in that video where I rank them on a tier list. And the big one, the other big video that I'm planning to do very, very soon, in the near future, is one of the biggest videos you can do. I will be doing a tier list where I rank my favourite movies of all time. I've only been alive. I was only born in 2005. So finding out that I've watched all these films was incredible. I think over 100 films. I found out that I've watched over 100 films, despite the fact I'm only 19. And I'll be ranking all my favourite films of all time on a tier list. And just like I did with the Man City players, I am going to quickly reveal each one of the movies on the tier list. So, the movies on my favourite movies of all time that will be ranked on my favourite movies of all time tier list are from the 1990s, Scream and Matilda. From the 2000s, High School Musical 2, from the 2000s, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3, Mean Girls, Kung Fu Panda, Shrek 2, Spy Kids 2, Spy Kids 3, Iron Man Incredibles, A is in the Attic, Mamma Mia, Ratatouille, School of Rock, Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, Meet the Robinsons, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Wild Child, Hannah Montana the Movie, Zombieland, Scooby-Doo, Night at the Museum, Shaun of the Dead, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Ice Age, and Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, Zathura, Peter Pan, G-Force and Magic Roundabout. From the 2010s, Kung Fu Panda 2, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, Thor Ragnarok, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Moana, Avengers, Lego Movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame, It, Frozen, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Despicable Me, How to Train Your Dragon, Journey to the Mysterious Island, Alvin the Chipmunks, Shipwrecked, Alvin the Chipmunks, The Road Chip, A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding, A Christmas Prince, The Royal Baby, Grown Ups 2, Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Penguins of Madagascar, Turbo, My Little Pony the Movie, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, My Little Pony Rainbow Rocks, My Little Pony Friendship Games, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks, Equestria Girls Friendship Games, Equestria Girls Legends of Everything, 2017 Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows 2016, Big Hero 6, Rango, Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Deadpool 2, The Conjuring, Les Mis, Into the Woods, and from the 2020s, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Super Mario Brothers the Movie, and Freegan, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, Scream 6, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Top Gun Maverick, Puss in Boots, Bullet Train, Matilda, the musical, from 2022, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, My Little Pony: A New Generation, 13 the musical, Zombies 3, The Suicide Squad, No Time to Die, Fear Street Part 1, 1994, Fear Street Part 2, 1978, Fear Street Part 3, 1666, Spider-Man No Way Home, Mitchells vs. the Machines, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Godzilla vs. Kong, We Can Be Heroes, Hubie Halloween, and Freaky. I also forgot about another film that I'm going to be ranking on this tier list, and that is Pixels, which was in the 2010s. So those are the films those are all my favourite movies of all time. And in my favourite movies of all time tier list video, I'll be ranking all of those movies I've just read out, including Pixels, which I haven't got on the document yet, on a tier list. I'll be ranking my favourite movies of all time, the ones I've mentioned, the ones I've spoken out loud on this video, and I'll be ranking them in a tier list. So those are my two videos. Two videos to look out for in the near future. My Man City player tier list, ranking every single major the important Man City players, the important players. My Man City player tier list, tier list ranking the most well-known Man City player, the most well-known players to ever play for Man City, and my favorite movies of all time tier list, where I rank my personal favorite movies that I have watched. So yeah, in the near future, stay tuned for my Man City player tier list video and my favorite movies of all time tier list video. Hopefully when those come out in the near future, you'll watch them. So that is just now. Look, 4 videos in a new series called Debate a Statement, which is what I'm going to call it, where I think of a statement that I believe in, and I debate why I am right, and I debate and find facts that prove that I am right. So episode 1 will be Bukayo Saka versus Phil Foden, who is the better player. Episode 2 will be De Bruyne is the best midfielder of all time, is the best Premier League midfielder of all time. Episode 2 will be Kevin De Bruyne is the best midfielder of all time. Episode 3 will be Yaya Touré's 13-14 season is top 3 best single seasons by a single player in Premier League history. And episode 4 is Pep Guardiola is the best manager of all time. And then 2 big videos, my Man City player tier list video and my favourite movies of all time tier list video. Hopefully when I do film and release those, that you'll watch them. Until my next video on Thursday, being with my Game Week 28 Premier League predictions, including a big game at Anfield between Liverpool and Man City. I've been Jonah O'Brien. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. So subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to one of these videos. And I'll see you on Thursday for another video on my channel. But until then, I'm out. Peace. Bye.